for joining me and the Old Grumpy Prosperity Team for this week's episode of Grow Your Mind and Money. Money-making thoughts, the conversation, awesome interviews with people who turned defeat into victory, food for thought, in the kitchen, Mikhail's Korner, all part of the show you expect to leave you moved, touched, and inspired. The Prosperity Work is our weekly guide for growing in prosperity. This is where we invite you to put your butt on the line. This is where the rubber meets the road when it comes to using your mind and spirit to increase your wealth, joy, and health. Tonight, we are interviewing Nakia Franklin, the CEO and president of At the Appointed Time, a nonprofit organization dedicated to making a difference for those who went the wrong way and are working to become productive members of the community. Nakia has experienced the other side of the mountain, the valley, and the mountaintop, and has emerged as someone who personifies the dignity and power of being human. It's now time for a little spoken word to kick off the show from the original Sunshine Princess of Poetry. Shani, take it away.
Thank you, Brenda. Hey, it's Shani the Poet, the original Sunshine Princess of Poetry. And I actually have something special for you. One of my favorite men in the whole wide world, which would be our wonderful producer, requested this piece. And I just been putting them off. Just wanted to see how long it was going to take for him to ask for it again. The piece is called I Go Realer. Now, people have been saying I Go Realer. That's about how you feel when you hear it. Like the hit, here you go. I go realer. Always a boss chick. SI First Lady still reckoning. I am the greatness in your midst. I know you attempt to look over me, but on your worst day, I ain't few hot as me. Blazing the mic like this TV, you best believe I can still shut them down. Shut them down, shut them down. And I belong to one of the best families that ain't got no problem with giving it to you. So if you want it, come get it. You can get chewed up and spit out. I don't like to regurgitate bullshit that spills out, so you best watch your mouth. I go realer. Oh, you so cute when you mad. Mess with me if you want to, and that's that ass. Despite the size and appearance, I do move fast. And I can back up anything that comes out of my mouth. Poetic armed forces all ready to tag in. Never plan to fail because I plan to win. Never give up, never give in. Quitting is for weaklings. Maybe it is a good thing that I'm just venting. We don't want your family to have to love you from a distance. I'm just kidding, but I'm not. I go realer. A beast on this mic. Have you drowning in defeat trying to keep up with me? Help you? Maybe. But I'll be damned if I'm going to let you walk over me. Don't claim to be more than what I am. Start to show off hot with fire and put it on ice. Like these weaklings never even hit the mic. I'm steady climbing, steady striving to be even better. I'm one hell of a woman, yep, a real go-getter. Soft as a teddy bear, sexy as hell and pink. Sweet as chocolate, but don't test me. I'll bow down to only one. Heard about your whispers. You trying to get me? Yes. I'm laughing, wondering why you still talking. You can judge me if you want, but it don't matter much because I go realer. You say that I'm feeling myself? No, I'm always real with self, and I refuse to bite my tongue for you and anyone else. I done left and come back and still got more heart than you. And even when my voice is silent, I still seek value. So are you hoping that I wouldn't step into the venue tonight? You hope that I wouldn't hit the mic. That's why I came here and acted a donkey, right? Showed up and showed out and wrecked the mic. Because I'll be Shani the Poet and I go realer.
Snap, 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 snap.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was I Go Realer. So before we continue, it is time to see what money-making thoughts that Cliffy from the left coast has for us today. Cliffy.
Thank you, Shani. Money-making thoughts. Every moment a miracle. Every moment is a miracle. Every day is filled with magnificent wonder. Opportunities for joy and possibilities for great enrichment are everywhere. A vast abundance spreads out in all directions. Even the troubling, challenging moments have their positive components, for it is in each moment that the miracle is your life is lived. Though the petty, frustrating things vie for your attention, they do not have to dominate you. You can choose to remind yourself again and again how miraculous it all is. You can act to make something even more beautiful out of the beauty that already is. You can celebrate, appreciate, and support the goodness and the positive value in your world. The miracle you seek this moment, live it as the miracle it is, and the miracle will be yours. I will see you later on in the show, but right now it's time for a special interview with Nakia Franklin. Ronnie B., over to you.
Thank you, Cliffy, and great. Every moment a miracle. And I am so blessed at this moment we have Nakia Franklin. Now, we're continuing our conversation, prosperity, and with Nakia, whose passionate, pragmatic, and practical approach for transforming ex-offenders into productive citizens makes a difference in the lives of people everywhere. In the first part of the show, we will learn about a challenge Nakia faced in having her dreams be fulfilled that knocked the wind out of her sails. Somehow, some way, she kept going and used that challenge to give her strength that has made her successful in every area she chooses to focus her time and energy. In part 2 of the show, Brenda the Goddess will continue the interview and look at some of the challenges Nakia faces in having, at the appointed time, grow in prosperity and make a difference in the lives of people everywhere. In the finale, Nakia will share with Daronell a couple of practices you can take on that will make a difference in you reaching your goals. She will also share the future of at the appointed time. Thank you, Nakia, for being on the show tonight.
Thank you.
Well, Nakia, we're going to dive right in. What we are asking in this part of the show is for you to please share an incident or time in your life that knocked the wind out of your sails when the going got even rougher and you felt like you were lost. Please be as specific as possible so we can truly appreciate what you were experiencing.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And first of all, I would like to thank each of you, Ronnie B., your team, the audience, for giving me the opportunity.
Well, please, I got that, Nakia, but can we just go right on to it?
Absolutely. One of the experiences I can bring forth is it seems like whenever I transition on a job, I'll keep it something familiar to where everyone can kind of have an idea of.
Okay, so you're going to tell us there was a job and you were about to transition. What happened?
Well, you know, when God has something for you and you're trying to pursue it, challenges come up. And because I'm a people person and I strive to help people and be genuine and honest, sometimes egos get in the way. Sometimes.
So what job was this?
Well, this particular job, I worked for an armored company. I was a safety coordinator. I supervised to a degree about 80 people as far as safety was concerned. And it was a pilot program. And there were challenges because with like anything.
What was one of the challenges? What was one of the challenges?
Trying to report all of the situations that occurred. For example, when OSHA sent in because someone filed a complaint about a violation that the organization had fumes inside of the facility and people were getting ill. Well, OSHA sends a letter. As a safety coordinator, I'm responsible for responding, taking photographs, investigating, sending OSHA a report. I was accused of sending OSHA too much information. And ultimately what occurred in the facility was supposed to stay in the facility. And I should have gone through...
Okay, no, I got all the legalese and stuff, but this is the human part. Nakia, you're on the job doing the best you can. You have your position as the safety coordinator. Here it is, you get a letter from a federal agency that says, hey, look, we got this complaint, we want some information. And you provided it. And your superiors did not like the degree of information that you gave to the governing body.
Correct.
Now, and I have a feeling they didn't treat you nice.
No, not at all.
Okay, how about sharing that?
Okay, well, I was basically told to dumb it down. And I didn't understand the concept of dumbing it down. They wanted me to go to the superior who actually did not have immediate control over my duties and responsibilities. And the person he wanted to intimidate me. He wanted to make me feel as that I was not competent in doing my job.
Oh, man.
I was being attacked from every corner. There was false accusations being alleged against me. They were trying to do everything possible to get me to quit or set me up to where I would get fired. And, you know, you see it all the time where people get harassed and you get stressed out and you're impacted by, you're trying to do your best. And if you lose your job, what are you going to do financially? What are you going to do to provide for your son or your family? And how are you going to keep from pulling your own hair out? And how are you going to continue to still maintain who you are with your integrity intact? And it was an ongoing challenge.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, okay, because here you are, you're in this, and I'm just going to say I'm just going to say it like this. Here you are in this hostile environment, and you got responsibilities to yourself. You mentioned your son. And did you feel like you were lost?
Yes, I really did. I grieved. I grieved internally and spiritually because I could not understand how I was supposed to fulfill my duties and roles and obligations and at the same time bow down to someone who had no respect for another human being or another person. It was many days I was very stressed out. I was crying. I was depressed. Trying to be a responsible parent at the same time, trying to pay bills and fulfill my responsibilities and duties as an individual. And
now, did you start blaming yourself? You know, for the situation like, hey, if I just go along, it'd be all right.
I considered it, but
okay, you considered it.
Yes.
So the thought that, you know, Dr. King had self-doubt.
Yes.
That was my fault. Dr. King had self-doubt.
Yes.
Okay, Jesus did say, Father, why did you forsaken me?
You forsake me, absolutely.
You know, so, hey, we human too. So, okay, did you start blaming? And what I mean by that is like you could feel the blame for the situation or other people, the circumstance. Did that start arising?
Yes. I was angry with the company. I was angry with my superiors, my immediate superiors, who actually was supposed to have my back because they lied to me. And I was put in a position, and they promised me that they would not forsake me, so to speak, and put me out there, send me to the wolves, and just leave me there. And
oh, God.
That's not what happened. When I communicated with them, you know, it's like they didn't want to take the call. They sided with that person or just didn't speak up at all. And nobody asked for the facts. Nobody asked what really was going on.
And just like you had become a leper.
Right. It was very difficult. I was isolated. I was ostracized. I was, you know, talked down to. I was put in positions to where I had to struggle I had to fight in order to survive this thing. But I knew at the end of the day I was going to be terminated. And there was
I want to hold. Let me hold on to this. Is that you knew that you were going to be terminated? That they were going to. You already knew that this. You didn't even pretend like I can grasp the hold of it. You knew that that inevitably they were going to have you out the door.
Exactly. I tried. I tried to fight and stay the course, but, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't my will. It wasn't God's will for me to be in that position. And no matter what I did, there was nothing that I could do to prevent the inevitable.
Yeah. Now, when did you, when would you say that you started to actually see a ray of hope or a new possibility? And what steps did you take to get toward that light, to get toward that possibility?
Well, I had to take a vacation or something that was going on, and I knew I had to take some time off of work. Every time I left the job, I would pack up like all of my belongings and leave. Come back, I would bring just a few items. I would never bring everything back. And at that point, I started to realize, I started to become a little bit more comfortable and have some clarity, and I started to have more peace. And by the time everything hit the fan, an employee had died, more accusations came about, and with the day they asked me to come to the front office, I brought my badge and I brought everything, and I sat down. They told me to read the paper. I had already put my badge on the table. I was smiling the whole time, and I had a calmness that came over me. And there was nothing that they could do or say but, oh, so you already know. And I said yes. And I told them God bless them. I grabbed a few things that I had left, and I walked out of the door with my head held high.
Wow. Now that is awesome, awesome, awesome. That is so moving. And just really, really thank you for being patient with me and letting me get to the chase. But you said it. I mean it. That is just so awesome and so courageous. And I love the people like you and the guests we have on this show because you're just so authentic and real. And I'm going to ask this one question, and and we're going to hear more from you in the other parts of the show. But what words of wisdom will you share with our listeners about creating a new pattern as a way to move forward?
I think
and it's interesting because you said you started taking stuff away.
Yes. You have to purge. Sometimes you have to stop and do inventory, not of everybody else in the world, but of yourself. Take a moment to be still, reflect, and wait until God moves you, because we don't always move at the appropriate time. And sometimes it may seem like we're in a drought and we're still waiting, and our prayers and our thoughts and cries and tears are never being answered. But if we just don't give up, because sometime in that 11th hour, most of the time in that 11th hour, that's when God appears.
Thank you. What you have been sharing is a blessing, and I am moved, touched, and inspired by your genuineness and your authenticity. And I see for myself that you never know the challenge someone else is going through. And you just never know. And how great they have been about that challenge. Well, it's time for a money-making thought from one of my favorite people, Miss Cookie.
Well, thank you, Ronnie B. Guidance. I am receptive to infinite wisdom, whether I invite a particular change or seem thrust on me. Change is unsettling. What should I do? What can I do? I may ask. While advice from others may be helpful, it might also lead me to overthinking. I am even more confused. I turn within to shed divine light on the subject. Going deeper than surface appearance, I become receptive to infinite wisdom. I quiet my thinking mind, and in the stillness, I allow my intuition to be awakened. I know the answers are within me, and I wait for them to unfold. With clarity and calm, I summon the courage to act on the divine guidance I receive. I am thankful for a greater good unfolding through me now. Darnell, please take us to break.
Thank you, Miss Cookie. Coming up in the next segment, In the Kitchen with Miss Cookie, Mikhail's Corner, the second part of our interview with Nakia Franklin, and Voices from the Ethers. Please stay tuned.
My daddy could be the father that raised me or the father raising our children. Castle Baths has created a special luxury spa package for the daddy in your life. The Trey Yours Dead Sea Spa Package is the perfect gift to put your daddy in the best mood this Father's Day and every day. A romantic candle and a combination of scrubs, soaps, and mud direct from the Dead Sea. Daddy will feel relaxed, invigorated, and ready to go for whatever his Father's Day may bring. This Father's Day, your daddy can enjoy the Trey Yours Dead Sea Spa Package at 30% off our regular price. Visit castlebaths.com for all your luxury home spa needs. That's castlebaths.com.
Welcome back. We give it all to you on Grow Your Mind and Money, and we do it all with love. Okay, something smells great, and I'm hungry. I think it's a dish Miss Cookie has been whipping up in the kitchen.
Thank you, Darnell. Let me just wash off my hands. Welcome to the kitchen. We have a great recipe to feed those hearty appetites that have been working diligently on growing their minds and money. Tonight we are serving up chicken and sausage gumbo. The active time is 1 hour, the total time is 3 hours, and this dish serves 12 to 15. Get those pens and pencils ready. Paper, please. Ingredients: 2/3 cups of granola oil, 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup whole wheat flour, 1/4 cup finely chopped onion plus 2 cups of roughly chopped onion, 1 cup of low-sodium chicken broth, 1 cup of chopped celery, 1/2 cup chopped green bell pepper, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 pound of smoked sausage slice, 8 ounces of tassel ham or Ardou's sausage diced, 1 1/2 pound skinless, boneless chicken thighs cut into 1-inch pieces, 3 to 4 scallions chopped, 20 cups of water, kosher salt, and freshly ground black pepper. Cook white rice for serving. That's optional. Preparation: make the roux. Heat the granola oil in a cast iron skillet over a medium heat until hot, about 5 minutes. Whisk in both all-purpose and whole wheat flour, Whisk constantly until rourke is dark brown, about 10 minutes. Remove from the heat and let stand 10 minutes. Then stir in the finely chopped onion. Meanwhile, bring the broth and the 20 cups of water to a boil in a large pot. Add the roughly chopped onion, celery, bell pepper. Cook over medium heat 15 minutes. Store in the rourke in 3 batches. Cook stirring constantly until thickened, about 30 minutes. Add the cayenne, garlic powder, 2 1/2 teaspoons of salt, and 1/2 a teaspoon of black pepper. Stir in the sausage and the torso ham. Reduce the heat to low, simmer 1 hour. Return the mixture to a boil. Add the chicken thighs and breasts and cook 30 minutes. Remove from heat. Skim the fat off the surface. Then stir in the scallions. Serve over the rice. Eat and enjoy. It is delicious. And now it's time for Mikhail's Corner with our favorite future Grammy Award winner. Let's give a big smooch and a rose to Mikhail.
Smooches and roses to you too, Miss Cookie, and I'm going to go hit that gumbo up in a few minutes. Right now. Well, listen, tonight, once again on Mikhail's Corner, we are featuring 3 performers in the next round of Mikhail's Smooch and Rose Entertainer of the Year contest, sponsored by our wonderful friends at Macy's.com. Go and check them out. So, as you know, we asked the team to vote whether the track should get a smooch and a rose, or if it needs a little more fertilizing, or Miss Cookie's words, a little more Miracle Grow. But during our contest, the team will also vote on which performer continues on to the next round. And the winner of the contest will receive a $200 gift card from our wonderful friends at Macy's.com. And also a 1-hour radio special hosted by yours truly, Mikhail, featuring their music. Now, in the studio tonight, we have some wonderful guests, but a special guest joining the team tonight to add their votes and comments. We will see the one and only Anthony Johnson, President and CEO of AMJ Music Entertainment. Anthony, Mr. AJ, hello. All right. And he's just giving me a couple of signals right now. But we're going to move on because we have 3 new performers. And I'm sure Miss Nakia has some input she wants to let out too. So we're going to see. Let's check out the first contestant, Kathy Yolanda Rice from Madison, Alabama, with her track, Love is Like a Sunny Day, from the album Love is Like a Sunny Day. I don't know if you're ready, but I'm ready. So let's see what Bama's talking about. Let's go, DJ.
For the wedding. Well. If you didn't know, that was Kathy Yolanda Rice from Madison, Alabama. Now, I am sipping on a little Merlot, so I'm just going to have to say I have to be wonderful to my guests, and let's see what the one and only Nakia, what do you think about that track?
Well, Kathy, after careful consideration, I'll say...
Smooch and a rose or fertilizing?
A smooch and a rose.
You liked it?
I think that it needs a little work. Don't get me wrong. Concept was very good and, gave you a little hope in, love and finding that lasting relationship. So, I could connect.
The kid went deep in that thing. She said, make you want to find a relationship and get into that thing.
I can connect with it, but I agree it does need a little work to it. But I'll give it a smooch and a rose. I'll definitely.
Okay. Well, Nakia is in a loving mood right now, but let's see if it's going to trickle down to the team, and you know how that goes. So, who's going to vote next? Who likes a little?
I just have to say, she's a little bit more generous than I am this evening. I'm thinking that one needs a little fertilizing. I need more to go on.
Brenda, normally you like something that's a little nice and jazzy, a little smooth, but you that was nice.
Normally I do too, but yeah, it didn't have quite enough oomph or something to really. Yeah, it was a little bit more sleepy music, and there's a place for that, in the world as well. But I would say for my case,
on the corner.
we need a little spoonful of Miracle Grow there.
She gonna give a little teaspoon. I love Brenda. She'll give you a teaspoon. See, she ain't like Miss. We don't know what she gonna say. But who's gonna go next?
And Miss Rose, we did have. It looks like we had Anthony Johnson sneak into the studio. Spitface dropped him off.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. Don't come in here tipsy because the corner gets serious. Don't touch my bottle. Well, Mr. Johnson, with your hand signals, Mr. CEO of AMJ Music Entertainment is in the house, but he's not going to say anything about Kathy yet because he got to hear the next track. So I'm going to give him my bottle, and I'm going to see what he's going to do with it. Mr. AMJ, how you feeling? See, there he goes with them signals again. See, no. But who's going to vote next?
Well, let's just go and get it out there. Back the trucks up. Dump it. Dump it. Just go on, dump them.
Just dump it.
Dump loads of it.
Okay, Bama. Hold on, Bama. Don't get mad yet, because we might still have Miss Hope, but Miss Cook ain't giving no hope tonight.
No roses. No roses.
No roses tonight? Well, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, who's going to go next?
Hey, Shani, I actually like the music. I won't exactly say I agree with all the words, so I'm going to go ahead and get Smooch and Rose.
So we got 2 smooches and roses, and we got 2, we got a little fertilizer going on, but it's not over yet. But who's going to go next? Cliffy. From the left, Cliffy, you know what? So you're very romantical, see. And I know you like nice music. Did you like Miss Kathy?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, we getting ready to get out a half a dozen roses.
No, you didn't.
And I got all kinds of kisses. Matter of fact, right now I'm on Google Earth trying to see if I can land close to Madison, Alabama.
Oh, Lord. He's trying to take a trip now.
I'm going
what?
But just a little bit of work on it. I'll let y'all know how my trip to Madison was next week.
Oh. See, you know what? See, that's why the emails be full of none but hollers at Cliff because you giving out signals, see? That's all right. He giving them signals out. All right now. In an apartment, you better watch it. You can hold your stuff. Ronnie B, would you please Can you help somebody out? Because I think the brothers might like this.
I thought she stayed in her lane, like she stayed in her lane, had that sang real good, and I'm giving her a smooch and a rose.
Right. She said she sang real good.
Yeah, she sang, she sang real good. I put it like this, Whitney Houston don't have to worry about her, but hey, shoot. A whole bunch of people Whitney Houston ain't got to worry about,
Okay, I'm trying to
if she was here.
Kathy ain't Stop. Okay, here we go. What was that? Voice, let me tap on your mic. Okay, go ahead, voice. What?
I'm in the house.
Okay.
I kind of liked it. It got a little long, but I did kind of like it. It was different.
A little lengthy.
It's kind of, nice, mellow. So I'm going to give it a smooch and a rose.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I love me a little red wine. I got my Merlot, and I felt a little, I felt that waiting to exhale vibe from her. And, everyone has their own lane, and I believe that she rode that lane right. So I'm going to definitely give her, smooches and roses for that. I was feeling it. So it's not over. Alabama, right now, is kind of looking good. But our next performer is Taylor Bright from Philadelphia with the track Don't Ya, from her album Don't Ya. What? Well, let's see if she do or if she don't. DJ, run that, please.
Don't you?
That we would never be apart. Oh,
right, yes. That was Taylor Bright from Philadelphia, and that was a track, Don't Ya, from her album, Don't Ya. So, do she or don't she? Let's see. We're going to go ahead and just let the ball roll. Nakia, how you feeling about that one?
Oh, wow. Okay. It had a good beat to it. It sounded almost like a Rihanna in the beginning or Taylor Swift or someone in the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and give it a smooch. I'm going to go ahead and give it a smooch and a rose. I think it could be some more lyrics.
Okay, right. She could have, okay. She could have added a little bit more couple words to that and more bars. That's what we call it. Well, we're going to keep, hello? Somebody.
Well, I have to say, I think I would give that one a smooch and a rose. It actually, perked me up and caught my attention. And although I do agree she could come up with a few more lyrics than don't ya, but I like the melody, and that's what got my attention.
I think that's the point. You're trying to say, this is the name of the album, so don't you? Don't you want to get it? Or don't you? You know? All right, okay, y'all. So let's see who else is going to go next. I'm wondering, let's see. Shani, what's my sister? How you, Shani? See, Shani she likes to sip on give me my Merlot back. Come on.
Well, you should be, I wouldn't have had to sneak it if you were sharing.
Okay.
Having the liquor cabinet all locked up and stuff.
I got you. I keep a stash now, right? What do you think?
All right, I'll have your extra key. But I'm going to go ahead and give it a smooch and a rose. I have to agree, it did need some more lyrics, but I did like that it perked me up, and I actually was over here jamming, so. Smooch and a rose.
Right. Well, you know what? If you didn't know, this is the only corner that everyone loves to have a little sip of my wine. But let's see who's going to go next, because I don't know if I heard AMJ over there sniggering, and he wanted to try to say.
This is the voice. I'm going to jump in there and back the trucks up and the cows and the horses.
No!
You started your truck right there.
We're not going to bear any expense. We're going to just fertilize, just level it all down with fertilizer.
See, he's trying to set it up for all of us. See, y'all like all the nice, smooth music. But see, when it comes to us girls want to have fun, and we say, don't you? You say, hell no. See, that ain't right. That ain't right, but we're going to see. Boy, I see you. He said,
fertilizer.
Back the truck up. And just dump it.
And whoever she's running from, don't run. They keep on running. Cause go on run. Keep on running.
Miss Cookie, what did they keep on running?
Yeah, they don't run. No, run. You need to get away from her.
When I tell y'all I love Miss Cookie, because I think that bean is what, Miss Cookie? She needs some fertilizer.
A truckload.
She said drop it on down. Drop it on down. But it's not over, because we still have Cliffy to save today.
I'm definitely going to save today.
You gonna save Miss Taylor?
Hey, I'm getting ready to save it.
SOS?
Hey,
Okay.
You should change the title to Cha Don't as opposed to Don't Ya.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about Taylor Swift, and maybe there's some copyright infringement. I'm not sure. I am telling you, Cha Don't work for this person here. And
Cha Don't.
Cha Don't. It should be not Don't Ya, but Cha Don't. Back up the truck. I'm with the voice and with this.
Oh, wow. Hey, oh, no. Really?
Miracle Grow.
Not Mr. Suave, Mr. Casanova. He said no.
I'm getting ready to go to Bama. I ain't thinking about going to I'm like Philadelphia.
Well, it's not over yet. We're trying to be
Well, I'm giving her a smooch in the rose. It was a lively track. She stayed in the lane, and I was bouncing around. So smooch and rose.
Smooch and Rose. Okay.
Thank you, Ron.
Well, who else is going to go? And I think that means me. I definitely say Taylor Bright from Philadelphia. I'm definitely going to have to just give you, Miss Cookie, I already took it. I need a little bit more.
Hard to come up with giving her something, huh?
Well, I think that definitely means a little miracle go for me. I definitely, it wasn't, you gotta, yep. So, it's not over because right now, as you know, Grow Your Mind, Grow Your Money, Old Puppy Radio, Mikhail's Korner, we love, go around the world. And right now, it's here. Our final performer is Myra M. from Cameroon. And if you don't know what Cameroon is, Google it. Now, her album is Answered Me. The track we are hearing tonight is Whatever I Promise. And I promise you, I've never heard any music from Cameroon, but we all will hear it tonight. DJ, please. Let's go.
Promise you, babe. Yeah, I promise you, babe. 2 out of 4 are so sure to fall. 1 other standing, 2 are so sure to fall. There you believe the stories about it. You may want to retreat, be without. Great intentions set with the sun and rise in the morning as a children to run. The reasons being the same with all
That was Myra M. Let's see if she's going to get a smooch and a rose all the way from Cameroon. Let's see. Who's going to go?
Hey, Shani, I like it. I'm giving smooches and roses. Makes me want to go paint.
Me too. I think that one goes for a smooch and a rose.
Oh, wow. It's getting a party started in here. It was so beautiful, but I'm not sure something else out. Nakia, our special guest, please. What do you think?
I'm going to give it a smooch and a rose. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I couldn't hear all of the words and all of the content in the material, but I'm going to give it a smooch and a rose.
You listen with your heart? Did you listen with your heart?
I listen with my heart.
Yes. See, when you can't hear what you say, I knew Brenda over there, but she know what I'm talking about. See, Brenda's my sister too. Brenda, no, if you can't understand the words, just close your eyes. And just...
I did. I closed my eyes. I did envision, but because I couldn't hear all of the content, but it appeared to be very unique. It didn't seem like it was anything that I heard before. She had an upbeat momentum, and it was a steady flow. So I'm giving it a smooch and a rose.
You better watch out, y'all. But she may be a producer too. For real. Okay, but let's see who else is going to go because it's just so beautiful right now, and I've learned from the goddess to listen with your heart. But we all know Miss Cookie listens with everything. Miss Cookie, what do you think?
Well, it was better than the previous two. So I'll give her a smooch and a rose.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, see, now
I'm making a comparison between the
three, right?
of them.
And thumbs up goes once again to Myra. But it's not over. Let's see. Because, Cliffy good for bringing out dozens of roses, and he Mr. Casanova. Suave, left coast, please. What do you feel?
Well, we're gonna give a smooch and a rose. It was okay. It was okay. Not enough to make me wanna, get on the lure and run over to the Cameroon, but it was all right.
Okay, Alabama, watch out. He's coming out there.
I already Googled. I can land in Mobile.
That's what I'm talking about. But it's not over for Miss Myra M. with that beautiful song. AMJ, are you in the building? Can we plug his mic up? Check 1, check 2. Myra M., this one is for you. Ronnie B., please.
I'm giving her a smooch and a rose. I thought it was a unique sound, and she had a real nice voice. So I'm going with Myra with a smooch and a rose.
And the one and only voice. Voice, are you asleep over there? Trying to hit him. Not him, please.
Well, when Spitface come around, they probably
he just get
full. Probably broke into the cabinet.
I will tell you what he already was drinking.
Okay. Voice of Reason, what do you have to say about this one? Is his mic? I think his mic muted. Oh, okay. See, he out over there. Okay. Well, anyways, I don't know what Spitface would say, but I know that all the way from Cameroon, for my first time to hear such an amazing song, I definitely give you a smooch and a rose because that was absolutely beautiful. Your direction that you intended for was exactly what came out through the speakers, through the airs, and I hope everyone enjoyed that because I definitely give Miss Myra M. a smooch and a rose. So, with that being said, you guys, we have to now pick someone to send to the next round. So, will it be Kathy Yolanda Rice, all the way from Bama?
No.
Okay, Cliffy come. See. Or will it be Taylor Bright or Philadelphia? right? Miss Taylor, Philadelphia. And then we have Miss Myra M. from Cameroon. So will it be Alabama, Philadelphia, or will it be the beautiful, beautiful Cameroon? Let's see. I would definitely say Miss Myra M. should definitely go to the next round. Nakia, what do you say? Who do you think should go?
I think we're going to go ahead and go with Myra M.
My Cameroon is represented in the building tonight, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm loving it. Who's going to go next? Shani, how let you, girl? What's up?
Me and Myra, we gonna go to the next round.
We're gonna take Myra with, okay.
Yeah, me and Myra gonna go to the next round.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The beautiful goddess. What do you think? Who should go to the next round?
I'm thinking Myra.
You thinking Myra too? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Let's get the girl on.
Don't you love that little laugh? Oh, God, is you.
Yeah, let's send that girl on.
Let's send her on. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Ronnie B., who do you think should go next?
I'm going with Myra.
Okay. This is beautiful. Clippy.
See, the team is going, but even when it's down, I'm still going with Kathy Yolanda.
Down. I can tell you one thing. Honey, when she comes to be interviewed on the show, it's gonna be on up in yonder, okay? On the corner.
Fly in from the left coast.
Watch out there now. You know what that means, y'all. We have Cliffy from the left coast going for the one and only Miss Kathy Yolanda Rice from Madison, Alabama. Ronnie B.
Already voted.
I know. I just got to tell everybody, Ronnie B, get ready because I think that the one and only Miss Cookie is going to speak. Miss Cookie, who do you think?
Well, the first two young ladies need fertilizer, so Moses, that's who I'm going. I'm definitely not going for one of them.
You see what you say? You sure ain't gonna change horses in the middle of the street.
No.
They gonna keep on. I know that's right.
We're going to keep on galloping down the road.
We're going to keep on going. I know that's right. Well, definitely. Is there anyone else that would like to speak up for Miss Myra M. all the way from Cameroon? Well, I tell you what. Huh?
I said, let's escort her to the next round.
Let's go ahead and keep it moving then. That's what I'm talking about because we all said Miss Myra M. would be going to the next round, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So shout out to Cameroon. I hope you all are listening. And also, Myra, shout out to y'all. I love that. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the music tonight. Tune in next week to check out another group of great artists competing for the Smoochie Rose Entertainer of the Year right here on the one and only Mikhail's Korner. There are only 2 episodes left to participate in the Smoochies and Roses Entertainer of the Year contest. So please send your music, your spoken word, your comedy, or any of your inspirational speeches to talent@oldgrumpyradio.com and include a bio and phone contact information. Smooches and Roses. Now, after a short break, it's time to continue the interview with the wonderful and the producer.
My daddy could be the father that raised me or the father raising our children. Castle Baths has created a special luxury spa package for the daddy in your life. The Trey Yours Dead Sea Spa Package is the perfect gift to put your daddy in the best mood this Father's Day and every day. A romantic candle and a combination of scrubs, soaps, and mud direct from the Dead Sea. Daddy will feel relaxed, invigorated, and ready to go for whatever his Father's Day may bring. This Father's Day, your daddy can enjoy the Trey Years Dead Sea Spa package at 30% off our regular price. Visit castlebaths.com for all your luxury home spa needs. That's castlebaths.com.
Welcome back. We give it all to you on Grow Your Mind and Money, and we do it all with love. It is time to continue the interview with our awesome guest, Nakia Franklin. Goddess, take it away.
Thank you, Cliffy. Nakia, thanks for sharing how you dealt with the challenge of being terminated for doing your job. You know, most of us, including myself, have had to deal with that kind of betrayal. So thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and in this segment, we will learn more about Nakia and some of the challenges she faces, having her organization succeed and exceed all expectations. So let's jump back into it, Nakia. Can you share the aha moment when you knew in your heart of hearts that being someone who transforms lives by using spiritual science was the right thing for you?
Absolutely. My aha moment was in a conversation with a fellow coworker, and he was talking to me about experience with his wife and not being able to conceive a child. And in the conversation, I just kept reiterating over and over again at the appointed time, and then it hit me after about 15, 20 minutes of a conversation, dialoguing back and forth with him that was my purpose. That was what I was supposed to do. Be there for people, help people, guide them, reassure them, give them hope and courage, and just give it to God and let His will be done and allow Him to work through me. Nice. And I was excited. I was on fire.
That's so cool. This actually occurred for you in the middle of a conversation with people you were working with. That's amazing. Don't you love those little aha moments that kind of sneak up on you?
Oh, it snuck up on me.
I bet it did. So what kinds of circumstances or people challenge your success and having you exceed all expectations? And what are you doing to overcome those obstacles?
Sometimes people expect too much of you, and they want you to work miracles, and you're just one person. I'm a guide. I'm a person that you consult with, and I give you recommendations, and we move on from there. Sometimes having to show people that they have a stake in the game is a challenge, is a struggle. And giving them a way of seeing it for themselves and developing that confidence that they need to make the positive decisions and the better decisions that is for them. Because I can't make those choices and decisions for you. I can give you that roadmap. I can show you the big, beautiful picture, the potential end result, but it's up to you to make that ultimate decision to do what it takes to get there. And sometimes it's just breaking down those walls and barriers and allowing the person or guiding them and helping them to develop their self-confidence and reassuring them that they can do anything.
Wow. And that's quite a feat to overcome. You know, I love the way you put that, you know, showing them that they have a stake in the game, you know, that they are responsible and based on the choices they make and the decisions they have, that's going to kind of determine their outcome.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a great way to help someone really see things from a different perspective. It really, I think that's extremely empowering. I love that. Well, would you be willing to share a disappointment that involved working with others that maybe still has you shake your head?
Yes, not a problem at all. A client that I had, I allowed him and our relationship developed to where it was more of a friend relationship versus a client client relationship, and it got to the point where he called me 24/7. He could not make a decision without communicating with me first.
Wow.
He would call me at 2 o'clock in the morning. Mrs. Bus asked me could I bring my son out to Houston on the north side to come get him.
Wow. Are you kidding?
He called
Holy
me
cow.
one day and was upset because this young lady was using drugs. He had just met her and was going to go to Galveston and felt like he was just broken, and he was like, baby this, baby that, and I was just floored because I didn't effectively establish the relationship as I should have and put extreme barriers around, and it taught me a major lesson, and it hurt me because I have so much respect for this young man, and he really disappointed me because he started drinking, and he made some bad choices and didn't realize that he needed to apologize and take ownership for his actions, which made me sever the relationship for a period of time until he recognized his error. Because I can tell you, but if you don't see it for yourself and understand for yourself, if you've never been held accountable for your actions, then it's very difficult for you to accept responsibility. And I had to do what was necessary in order for him to be able to do that. Until this day, we have a new relationship, but the level of respect that he has for me is far greater than he had for me in the beginning because I took him through that experience that he had to go through in order to get to where he is today. And now he's doing excellent, absolutely excellent, independently of me.
Nice, nice. But I know, I'm quite certain that it started with you holding him accountable. And my hat off to you because I know that's a tough place to be in. It's, a little bit of tough love there, but it's for the best good. You did what you had to do. I commend you for that. Wow. All right. Well, could you share a specific moment where your efforts and the memories of the work you and others did still brings a smile to your face?
Yes, I have individuals that are currently incarcerated that became aware of me through word of mouth, and I get letters and correspondence from individuals, and they seek my assistance in helping them with their transition, their reentry back into society and the communities, whether it's 6 months from now, whether it's a year or 2 or 3 years from now. And their letters are so inspiring, and they are prayerful, and they are doing work. They're putting in the work while they're incarcerated to prepare them for that moment of transition, of reality that's going to hit them like a brick wall. And they were clueless in the beginning because so many people give them misconceptions, but because I'm being honest with them and straightforward with them, they have the ability to even encourage me, and they're talking to other people. And, of course, I can't be compensated from that, and it gives me the pleasure of being able to do that and give back to individuals because they don't have the means and the resources to be able to do that, to compensate me. So my compensation is the joy that it brings to see them transitioning and putting forth due diligence and efforts and not just in writing.
Wow, that's nice. Yeah, I feel the smile creeping over my face. What a beautiful thing. Oh, I love what you're up to, and I cannot wait to hear more about it. But now I think it's time to hear from our listeners. Thank you, Nakia, for sharing. But let's move on. Shawnee, what's going on in the Voices from the Ethers?
Thank you, Goddess. Well, the ethers have been a little quiet, but I did run across one. And it was for Cliffy. And it is from Loretta Newsom. It says, Dear Cliffy, I sure hope you are single. It's hard to find a real man like you who is willing to share themselves so deeply. You have a sexy voice and an attractive demeanor. On the radio, I love hearing your voice, It sends goosebumps all over my body. There are those who think that it shows strength to tell tales of victories, but real strength is the willingness to share the weaknesses or the doubts that one may have and how they have conquered the courage to share these things with others, where they were seen embarrassed. You are a great man. The rotation of the opening of the show is inspiring, and the comments on the corner have me rolling on the floor laughing. Well, Loretta, we love our Cliffy, and I think he might have needed to hear that tonight. He is super awesome, and we love him too. Cliffy, are you single? Not just to put you on blast like that, because I think he's on his way to Alabama. But we love the corner, and we love to hear from you listeners. So, hey, send us more feedback so we can share it on the air. All right? That's it for the Easter. And, Cliffy, what we got coming up at the end of the next segment?
Thank you, Shani. Coming up in the next segment, Shani's Sunshine Peach Cafe, the prosperity word, Dara Nell's interview with Nakia Franklin, and food for thought. Stay tuned.
My daddy could be the father that raised me or the father raising our children. Castle Baths has created a special luxury spa package for the daddy in your life. The Trey Yours Dead Sea Spa Package is the perfect gift to put your daddy in the best mood this Father's Day and every day. A romantic candle and a combination of scrubs, soaps, and mud direct from the Dead Sea. Daddy will feel relaxed, invigorated, and ready to go for whatever his Father's Day may bring. This Father's Day, your daddy can enjoy the Trey Yours Dead Sea Spa Package at 30% off our regular price. Visit castlebaths.com for all your luxury home spa needs. That's castlebaths.com. We give it all to you on Grow Your Mind and Money, and we do it all with love. Now it's time to visit the cafe. Shani, take it away.
Thank you, Brenda. Welcome to Shani Sunshine's Peach Cafe, where we feature a mixture of goodies that will stimulate your mind, maybe even have you tapping your feet. Tonight we have an awesome poet, an old grumpy legend, Pumpkin from Pluto, performing My Daddy. Hey, DJ.
You are my light, my love, my inspiration, my heart, my soul, my patience. My words I write on paper. You are my father. You are my light, my love, my inspiration, my heart, my soul, my patience. My words I write on paper. You are my father.
My father. You were more than a man who raised another man's child. You were my daddy, the one that was proud the last days of October the 30th, 1972, not knowing what the future held, but holding what you saw as your own future daughter grown. Lumps of pain in your throat as you were ridiculed with not the daddy coming from their throat. But let me tell you what happened. You became who you were meant to be, my daddy. Not sowing the seed, but reaping the harvest of my heart. My angel in the dark, but mostly in my thoughts. You taught me I would love you without a doubt. I miss you, and I hope I have a husband who looks like you, who treats me like you, and loves thick thick women just like you do. And I'll tell the kids stories of you so they'll know what they missed by losing you so young. I'll show my side of your fun. I'll treat them like you treated me. Individualize each love for every one of them. Having enough kisses, hugs, and nose rubs. Unconditional love. And I'll always remember our father and daughter affairs. You taking me to church's chicken for 2 legs, fries, apple pies. Eating ice cream in your ride, putting my finger in your eye, you putting me in a headlock, putting my arms in knots, tickling me when I cry. I'm still wiping my eyes. My love for you will never die. Do you want to know why? Because you were my daddy. You are my light, my love, my inspiration, my heart, my soul, my patience. My words I write on paper. You are my father. You are my light, my love, my inspiration. My heart, my soul, my patience. My words I write on paper. You are my father.
Snap, snap, snap. I love that piece, and I love Punches from Pluto. If you've never heard her, she is awesome, awesome, awesome. So I hope you enjoyed that. And now it's time to continue our interview with Nakia Franklin. Ronnie B., take it away.
The finale. It is a special treat having you on the show tonight. And I am just overwhelmed from listening to you share so freely. Nakia, what challenges do you see lurking in the waters that would try to slow you down or take you off the path from growing at the appointed time and having it succeed beyond expectations?
The only challenges that I can really say would be internal challenges. And because anything that you put your mind to and you know that this is what you're supposed to do, then you have to put forth every diligent effort to accomplish those goals. And my internal struggle sometimes is the challenges that I face. Being 100% confident in what it is that I'm doing. Understanding that there will be disappointments and there will be roadblocks, but being confident enough, as though I'm reassuring my clients, but being confident enough within myself to get around those roadblocks or go straight through it sometimes and not allowing that to stop me. Beyond that, I would say having a good support system, a solid foundation, and a network of individuals that are truly genuine to the cause, and they're not in it for ulterior motives. They're not in it for just 100% of a financial gain, but to really give back and put forth due diligence and being genuine and honest to individuals that are really trying to change their lives for the better and for society.
Wow, that is the internal challenge, the dialogue when you find yourself talking to yourself and it just never seems to say good stuff about you.
Yes.
You notice that it never says you're just fantastic, you're wonderful, you're beautiful. It always says, well, they didn't like that.
Right.
Could have said it better. The internal dialogue, and then, as you said, the challenge of building a network of people who are responsible and who are, like you say, they align with the mission, with the cause, and that is a challenge. I got it, ma'am. Now, Nakia, would you please share 2 pitfalls you've seen people fall into when it comes to being consistent in their actions for growing their minds and prosperity?
Yes. Number one, listening to the wrong people. it's too many people trying to tell you what to do and trying to tell you how to complete your purpose, how to fulfill your purpose in life, and how to attain your goals and reach your mission, but they haven't walked a day in your shoes and they don't know what God's mission is for you and what the purpose is for your life that you're supposed to be fulfilling. And, listening to the naysayers. You can't do that. It's not possible. They can't afford it. They can't receive. They don't understand. They're not competent enough, And those are primarily the issues. And then just not trying.
Yeah, those are real good. Like you said, listening to the wrong people. And just to put that in context, I want to go learn how to swim, okay? I want to learn how to swim. I go to the beach. There's a guy in the water swimming. There's a guy on the beach who's got charts who's willing to tell me how to swim. Now, who am I going to listen to? The guy on the beach with the charts or the guy in the water swimming?
The guy in the water swimming.
But you know what we do? We want to listen to the guy with the charts.
Right.
He's
trying to tell you all this, but if you've never been through it and experienced it,
and that's what I meant by when you said listening to we want to listen to the guy who's got the charts instead of the guy playing the game.
Right.
And then the naysayers, what I like to call them, is the saboteurs you invite to be in your life. Yes, you went and get them, you pick them out, you find them, you attract them, you say, please come and be a saboteur, and you start finding that you done jumped over 10 people willing to work with you to get to that saboteur.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, would you please share with us one practice you use daily to keep yourself in action and focused on the results you intend to produce?
One practice that I use daily is keeping God first, taking care of myself next, understanding that there's a purpose behind it all, and I have to do what's necessary for my son and my family.
Okay, that sounds a lot, but which one is a practice? Practice is an action. Now, I do get the keeping God first, but it's the practice. You say a prayer?
Oh, absolutely. I have to pray all day.
Yeah. So is that your one practice that you use to daily keep yourself in action and focus on the results you intend to produce? You just flat out get up and pray.
Absolutely.
I got it. Now, what do you have on your plate, and how can our listeners learn more about you and at the appointed time?
Well, right now, I was preparing to be a speaker at a conference, but it's been postponed for the time being. It was actually scheduled for the 15th. I'm going to school full time and furthering my credentials to reassure individuals that I'm fully equipped to handle the tasks that are being brought to me. I continue to correspond with the clientele that I have that are incarcerated, and there are people that are reaching out to me on a daily basis to help restructure their reentry programs, whether it be churches or different organizations. I'm even open to assisting individuals within the criminal justice system to assist them with structuring their programs more efficiently and effectively to help these individuals become successful when they reintegrate.
And you can also Google Nakia Franklin, and you will see Nakia Franklin Facebook, Nakia Franklin LinkedIn, and there are even a couple of images. So if you want to learn more, Bing. Well, I don't Google. I Bing. I'm a Bing kind of guy. And hey, check out the Old Grumpy website. We might just have some comments from Nakia posted, so we can keep track of her. And because Mikhail always likes to have an extra producer around. And, okay, Nakia, we want to thank you for being on Grow Your Mind and Money. And please come back and visit us again and, stick around for the rest of the show. You have just been fantastic.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Okay. I wonder what special dish Mikhail has whipped up for us on Food for Thought.
I always think you stutter on a bit. It's okay. But Nakia definitely set it up because it's always about opinions, and that's tonight's Food for Thought. Opinions. Now, give consideration to the opinions of others, but don't let those mere opinions become your reality. Opinions are valuable, and yet they are far from infallible. What really matters is not what someone else might think, but rather the way you choose to live your life. Opinions are easy to adopt, to create, and to discard. Yet the real substance of life is in action, commitment, persistence, and experience, not in tenuous opinions. So it's fine to have a strong opinion, but just make sure those opinions are not a substitute for an active, rich, and meaningful life for yourself. Most opinions are based primarily on what has already happened. There's a whole universe of possibilities that those opinions fail to take into account. So focus on the best of those possibilities and work to make them real instead of being boxed in by opinions. Be liberated by your own creation of new and beautiful acts. Now, what I always see for myself is that it's not what someone else thinks, it's what you're going through and what you see. Unless they haven't been through it, and the words of Nakia can't tell you about it. So, don't be boxed in by everyone's thoughts. Live your life, live it freely, live happy, and don't live by everyone's opinions. Period. And now, this week's prosperity work, Cliffy. What do you have for our minds and our pockets? Cliffy. Please, Randy, turn his mic on. If not, Randy, be pleased.
This week, our work for growing our mind and money is Mastering Money Part 1. There is a way to master money, and here are the first steps. There's a way to master time, and we are continuing the steps from last week. Number 1, create a list. Things I would do or have if money was not an issue. Oftentimes, we are stopped from enjoying the blessings of a bountiful universe because we limit ourselves to the context of needing money to accomplish our goals, fulfill our desires, when money itself is but a tool among many tools we have available. We may not need to own a yacht to enjoy the use of a yacht. We may need to create relationships where being a guest on a yacht owned by someone else is naturally occurring phenomenon. Number 2, next to each item on the list, write what relationships you would have to create to enjoy the item on the list. The first step in mastering money is being real, that money is not the issue. The relationships you are building or not building is the real issue. Your word creates your world. Telling your world that money manifests itself at your command sends a powerful message to the universe for having your desires realized immediately. Declare often, I am masterful at building relationships. God works through people to bring me the prosperity I desire, easily, speedily, and with peace. Each day, say the affirmation out loud for at least 5 minutes. Share with at least one person each day what you are getting from the prosperity work and invite them to participate. We hope you enjoyed this exercise and allow it to empower you in invoking prosperity at any time under any circumstance. Remember, fortune favors the bold. Demand a miracle.
A world of peace and prosperity, one listener at a time. Until next time, grow your mind and money. Yeah, just a beautiful thing.